them now do. We don't come. We don't come. We don't come. The party picking they go like we at all. Of course, we don't come for expose them now do. And the party picking them no go like we for that at all. Of course, me people today on day na bang and bang. We call them back to back discussion. Of course, na good morning, good evening, good afternoon. It depends on the part of the world where you day. This and your program, the family program we had. Well, of course, me people, the big question today inside the program is how comes we and SL Mining come into settlement like women sleep na neti grab you dream upon all the battle that we don't deeper with the government. Well, they can't know waiting na the case inside the case inside case. Well, of course, me people today we get plenty things them for talk. As I tell you, I said today discussion now battle bad discussion. We get things the way some of you go doubt, some of you not go doubt because una used to for make you give una waiting una one for a and waiting get evidence for make we prove in front of una. Of course, me people, the first one today inside the matter, inside the basket. You know, we not go surprise, but we not go surprise. For see certain people they sleep. Now a very important meeting where it be in a meeting where Jembe already that problem now they talk to.
And it's like from your uncle.
The people of course
would that sleep?
Eh? But was it no?
Ask not to buy posts.
But your uncle in the age, you know see where they sleep a very important meeting with an SL Mining meeting.
No, you know mean something. You know mean something.
But your uncle is sleep live.
No, I mean I not believe you. You see your problem. I not ever believe you.
Yeah, becoming an APC propaganda.
Yeah, now na bing. So forth like business.
And again, the people have done on one side of the story. As I tell you now, watch. Now the picture is see over there enjoy sleep.
No, wait. No, wait. Me brother, wait. Something they were not like about you.
Tell me.
Something they were not like about you. Something that if I let you behave like for say no.
But me and your uncle love for behave. Watch the picture. Me they talk so I no sleep. Look you at the ball. Now a very important meeting like this. So if you wake up and they ask them what's them discuss, what's they able to deliver?
And they say, another settlement? No. This not right. This not to we AG, I not agree. You need the Attorney General. The Attorney General and this?
My brother, now the Attorney General they enjoy okay, so now you know general they enjoy general sleep.
Now you don't or you sit down?
He relax.
I beg. Come on, bien.
Pull we come for her. And again, the people another one inside we had as we caretaker appear na CNN where they joke that they with certain questions them. Caretaker. It's Abuba.
The caretaker. Because I find out say the thing where the Commission of Enquiry now would have set them up.
But not the caretaker, no?
No, I not believe. Would that fan the first permanent secretary na the Ministry of Education, where na be the first Minister of Agriculture guilty? Not a Commission of Enquiry.
Commission of Enquiry where caretaker set.
No, but caretaker talk say this not just accusation. So I don't understand.
Well, you not find out something.
Now tell me something.
You know, say for any time we caretaker come to the public for talk, na problem for we. You not ever notice that?
No, pass what you tell me so. Me, you know, saying I'm your uncle, I no care like for take notes of him.
Well, underline this today.
Okay.
We can't take her anytime we can talk. Na public, na problem.
Okay.
It must, not just stop there.
Okay.
And again, me brother, I think say we go make we people for understand waiting at the outcome from the meeting where we government, the settlement meeting where they don't get with the SL mining, because it look like say this now, we get that dry rest day where we they come up, where they make pulsara, you they see the rest on top plus that's no day. But when it puts an under, you they meet source day. Now so the settlement are like they just can't show what's the other.
Then say we benefit 20 million from that day.
So wait till they lost.
Nothing.
Wait till they key.
We give it in mind.
We had.
Win.
The people them.
Now win anyway. Now win. I good agreement.
Now this now we had where the new direction the hand right now. Anyway, I don't know if you get on the audio for looking too.
You know you read the news.
Who's one again?
Bobo Shalat.
Makini boy?
Bobo Sonko.
Chonkone?
If they not ally in name, you know the hear word.
Hold on, I'll tell you something. Hold on, no hard feelings. I'll tell you, say, that kind face, where Bobo Sonko gets, if you body picking, you get that kind face, they go to for sushi. No problem. You might face it, people are old road, and as well as they appoint them, so alala.
Wait, now that you talk about so now?
Makeni oh boy. Minister of Sonko.
No. Mr. Anson from Makeni.
Mr. Bobotibo.
Wait, I don't know if something I not use the right way, but what will be the come up? We get one girl and they call double soon. If fine, if it's here.
But you know what? If you born in Pekin, it shall last them kind where it disgraceful, honestly.
Then get one beef. I don't know if not shame beef then call her. It kind of tongue, it forget himself. Pass there like, hey, look, and then catch up. It go on.
Now so many they don't what they call Gobwe. What Gobwe where they pull up? It a mass one and the beat the street and the beat for that sweet one. You get somebody they can knock up. No, he shakes so. When I say my talent.
But wait, how comes we reach to this side? I already say they don't get an indefinite suspension.
Now the first one is.
But used to them. I just can say used to them.
To be repeated. Me family them. We they enjoy laugh. Some of you they doubt. Wait till me could they laugh. And some of you they ask, who that the guy deeper? Not to no other person. They tell una say, na Timni man, they always they send a Timni line for go to incomplete Timni brother and sister them bad. That's now who that. The minister of Sonko, the resident minister na Makeni, Mr. Fineboy, Mr. Bobotibo, Abu. Makeni guy.
Dobosu.
Maybe people like this man as now all we know a video will be playing now where he go make Toko canteen. Go threatening people them. Akanaya. If I be meet any protest now, unamba mad the white black, and after that they begin go against my people them back. Now they draw for the party to get Boku talk. Go sit down. It look like the power they fool you. The small left for them left and back with people them. Now you don't go back. You don't go to 80 past standing. Well now they don't get no retreat. No surrender.
You get Boku talk. I don't like you. You get Boku talk. I don't like you.
You know once you cancel you people, they don't get for let me. Shembe Pierre.
No.
You don't get for.
No, you too get Boku talk.
Not a problem. As long as I talk what they happen, people don't get problem with that.
I beg, wait. Something. Well, Ian, this was one fine passing company.
Okay, Papa was not so fine boy there.
Okay,
you call the IG badge so now the problem.
No, anyone will get G. Now so no.
G.
IG.
AGIG.
AG.
Five
What's
boy.
again? We na G. No, not fine. No, please. What did you do so you're not fine? You're not fine. I beg. You're not fine. Next part, you're not fine. You're not fine. Anyway, let's go inside something quick here. We find out say the government they make some efforts with regards the NIG, although a serious challenge. But yet still we get other people we actually they try for bring down the system. You know, by way out and they thief the cable, thief parts of the transformer, on all of them things and they. So this is not a new picture, but we just feel say no more way for call people into attention, say we for be vigilante, we for able for the watch for we safe and show say we secure waiting we call we property. I think this now one of the reasons why we call this program we had, simply because if you get a cable, yeah, we come inside your yard, you no go sit down, you see person they can cut them, you not talk or you not hold them. At the same thing like this. So if we take we country say now we yard, it means say we personalize the things them. It means say we take ownership of the things them. Some of them things there so nothing that we not find. This now boy be happen. It not fine at all. It not fine. We see it happen all over. I don't know waiting at the thing. This don't become norm. But in my own quick suggestion, I think say the government will put a ban on this copper business. Because most of them cable out and they thief them, so now for go sell them as copper. But again, when they ban copper, because some of them they know to cable and the thief home. But if you pass na person in backyard self, you see in generator, bruh. Once you watch somebody know it, it go ta. Anything when I iron, it go ta. So I don't know if they for put temporal ban parenting in the Air Force. I mean the sales of them things there, so for see how best they cable for maintaining things. And I think say if the government really want for catch up with them things there, so then supposed to sell scrap parts then copper, you know, the iron, then for the go ready, let them they see whose particular thing they win a government something, let them they hold them, because if they begin do that one day, this one will reduce. I don't know, na my opinion that one day.
Well, you get right to your opinion, my brother. As we took always a top number, but we therefore talk about the good, the bad, and the ugly. But as we dey talk, the ugly and the bad, na in pass mark today now we had and the good. You know, the sad part of this situation, my brother, yes, let's see how they affect the government, and if the government means serious now a day for me they able to tackle them kind of things there. But again, how the government is able to succeed for tackle and things there, we get people who are responsible for the security of Mama Salon when are the police officers. Them police officers, they are on two sides now the coin. Most of them people are where they say for stop this business, this copper business. Most of them get big man at the police sector where it be say any months and they have brown envelope for go get them for secure them business. And again, go to the low rank police them. Most of them, that thief man, but what they are, most of them get a group. Now, it make you the final say now we are when the old thief man, they go to our police. If you don't take your time, the next day, if you go check them, then they tell you don't transfer to some police station. Now, lie, like if you're not strong enough, that case they don't left buffing. So I feel say the police self gets their own role for play. Therefore, try for be genuine in certain things them where they happen now we are. Now we are to they see, you know, Iboku, the police there and the Boku thing they want me and you to know. No hard feelings, we just get for talk. As we tell you now, we're not talking about party or this, we're talking in the interest of the country. So I feel say the police self, if they're ready for help, the front people they will put for government business, like them thief business don't do. But as I tell you, my brother, most of them get police masters them will make them not afraid for common on it.
Well, if you see blind man say they stone you, must not say it don't mask the stone already. So then the low just left us no more. I think it happen so one time. So we get for make sure say no more. We watch waiting it happen. Well, not today no more, not to just the I call them the cable no more. Last week we've been trying to tell you say the boss them, the government boss them, we pack na Dewey or Hastings. People in the go and go pull icon listing parts pan them. Yeah, I'll be really want for bring that to you last week. Not a new video as well. Na old one, but let's just take with time and watch this one quick with the camera just now.
What's your name?
Hey, this was a graph to your left hand.
So this now live is a FTC.
Clear me what it tell you.
You say what's your name? Obai. One Obai. Obai what
grafting
from grafting. So
I can't see if there we scream there.
I can for come route there we scream there also. This security will hold you 110, 210 advice you left you know so because you know one also. But now you face it now you say you want your own benefit from the government also. So let these other governments in get the bad name tomorrow. Say now they not be take care of them property there also. Well, as we always see, this now Obai and come for can destroy government property. One of them boss there. As soon as they see them glass there, now from FTC would they so. Obai na put all length in there. Obai one of the scene at the video so na put length in there all. You see, as soon as they watch. As soon as they watch all the motor car and park, as soon as they watch, yeah, see, all the government motor car and park, or buy, na income today. Don't take away the cow, they don't miss some beaucoup thing. But today, God don't come up here and they don't hold on, me family. We all we owe money, one green posse, one very full with them. Okay, thank you very much.
I like the word way the guy end with. We all we owe money. One person want take a bell full time. I don't mean for go for deviate small bit from this particular issue. But this word here, so I not think saying that this bobo na get this kind of word. We owe money. One green person wants to dump a bell full time. I don't think saying that for this bobo.
Well, I always say it's very to connect. You know, we really don't connect. Now the thing where I just want to talk where you don't begin talk. You know, they're okay for all of by and the small one there. What about the minister, honorables, and other big people there where they don't pull the engine them and the other things them? Yes, we not support for buy because they not fine for thief and they not fine for they do that kind of inside we had. But now the word now where the guy talk now it just piss me off. Say one green post, one can eat with all money. Now why they eat with all money? Now they ask for the engine, they'll say they don't go. Not your baby go take there.
Ask the one that we go and when are the security there.
You know one thing but we are left. The big thief man they all get them bobo them. Whether you don't do the bomber thief, the way they kill them for them bobo them you want survive but if other person can't intrude inside it when they first kill you now. When they hold you now you then they end all the allegation for.
Then go begin sing pa you now. You na big thief man. Work no day for the.
I they tell you.
Hey life. We are the guy get beaucoup. I don't understand what thing dey happen. The guy get them beaucoup. Don't catch and out say so blood now we waste them. That the guy get them. When you catch now.
Too much.
Man in the form, eh? Man in the form. They ain't able mass them break self small. Man in the form.
Man in the chop. Man in the chop.
In the form. Yeah, anybody with they are we not like to the talk, not take offense, so yeah. They are no more. One day you time go come. One day you time go come. One day you time go come. One day. You must clap for we. Anyway, so we move.
You want to unclaim the player now?
Well, my name you call so. Anyway, we move. Let we go. Who's how to go now? All the one down, small, no. All the one down.
You don't feel for enter McKinney?
You still want to go by you? What's the problem? What's your problem?
But I'm a friend. I'm a politician friend.
No, I don't like your business. I don't tell you, long time I don't like your business. Interestingly, not a phone. Okay, wait. Okay, I don't understand what to make it happen, so I understand. I feel say the man want dog.
Again, man.
Yeah, don't think for I don't be no side.
We get to have the all for capture my foot.
This man, that trap the way they capture and say, if I don't know how I come out. Every day. Na anybody call every day.
Shalats.
Every day.
Be grateful.
We don't hear everything they pass by. But what you do now? I been seeing one video when they say you go set confusion. And then they talk and say first Tentin have been the opposition. Now your own party member they say safe. Now
you manpower the full I say you manpower the full Now one word but I not go talk and I don't let it can beat me. But you manpower the full I just have the.
I tell you, man, they say your own party member they say safe now they bully now.
But you know say who can get you get like we get a district so you get a couple of man there. You understand? Where they pretend like they sabi everything is civilized and they go school. You understand what they talk? So then if you see they can't catch up small opportunity then grab position. Then you want let everybody know say that they hold this position. I like Abu. Abu are the one non McKinney for recognize them.
Oh, you back.
I problem.
You back. I call her now waiting.
Abu.
Yeah. The man is safe. Pabu. Okay, so let me see waiting it's then say button quick one, yeah. From the office of the president, let's see. The resident minister North, Honorable. Oh, hold on. I think this word here, if I can remember 551, they say who that's na member of parliament or who that don't go parliament na indicate this title here honorable.
Yeah, honorable Abu. Honorable.
I think they misuse this particular word now. I can remember in the last parliament, Honorable SBB Dumbuya, whereby then I be the majority leader, don't check ministers them of in regime them they for this same thing honorable. Like the reason we make them they call ministers them honorable because then they begin waiting and call I don't know this I don't forget the system when by zone by district they represent. So sometimes in then they even take honorable member they make them parliamentarian, you know, and they serve as the same capacity. So now in this word don't fast now. We make minister they now they're all honorable. Honorable minister, honorable this. Anyway, let's continue. Not to my business. But wait, so this word they are not to my business. Not to don't damage your country. So
of course. We everything our business. So we draw back.
So now I make with the rub more inside there for caution some people, you know. But still, it come out from the office of the president. Who dare me for edit time. Anyway, logo. The resident minister North, Honorable Abu Koroma, this word where they carry so, has been suspended from office indefinitely for unacceptable conduct and public remarks that misrepresent the position of the government of Sierra Leone and His Excellency the President, Dr. Julius Maada Bio. The President maintains his stated unwavering commitment to addressing lawlessness and incitement to violence against the states only within the Constitution and laws of the Republic of Sierra Leone. State House, Freetown, 10th May 2020. Hold on. Something look wrong na ya. Something look wrong na ya. For say this na that old something on a new one.
Yeah, because they see 10th May 2020.
And at this time, it be happen the last time, right? Yes.
Yeah.
Anyway, now so information can go all around. We get you, right? Anyway, now so they can do certain things them. This now for let you know say certain things then they happen. Most times can you dey see picture or you dey see video, it be don't happen long time. Then waiting they happen, people then they come up back and recycle that particular thing there. You remember NT? So now you get to be very, very careful where you dey go about some of them things there also. Because even something that did happen inside we yard, something also inside we yard, but we see somebody catch and boop, it don't cry and go. Like for example, one voice note come out from Mali where this guy they try for explain for what arrest where they make. Guess what thing people then they do now? That voice note say, then they put them amongst other people them where then they do bad things them too. Which of course this person will make the audio, you know, make her with them video then they where then they pair the all to it soon. So you get to be very careful of things them where they happen around you, especially now this social media. Okay? Okay? Thank you. So now we just want to let you see something. Now make we hype you so much that and then we bring and come to you. Yeah? Now we move. Let's go to the main issue them of the day.
We fly.
Yes, let's go to the main issue then of the day. Now one of the issues then now we'll go inside the program. We'll go inside the issue of let's check SL mining quick now.
Love you.
Before we can't get other fumble in the redos. Let's go inside SL mining quick. The Minister of Mines, they actually, decide for all a press conference, press briefing at the Ministry of Information, and then it talk plenty things. Then please, let me just get this information to come back just now.
We have come to a very excruciating, to the end of a very excruciating journey, in that we all understand that the government of Sierra Leone in 2019 cancelled the license of SL mining on several sundry grounds, and that led to a very long arbitration process that probably took over 2 years. And just yesterday a press conference was held between the government of Sierra Leone and SL Mining of Gerald's Group, where the two parties agreed to have the matter settled out of court in good faith for the shareholders of Gerald Group and SL Mining and for the people and government of Sierra Leone. That was as a result of a very thorough negotiation that was held between the two parties under the leadership and guidance of His Excellency the President, Brigadier Retired Dr. Julius Maada Bio. Remember, the President in his manifesto emphasized the fact that our country over the years has not benefited from its natural resources, which has left us in what looks like perpetual penury. But in his New Direction manifesto, the President promises the people of this country that our natural resources will be efficiently and effectively managed for transformative development and for the betterment of the lives of our people. This conclusion yesterday is an indication of the President's intention, vision, and aspiration for the betterment of his people, we the Sierra Leonean people. Of course, on my Facebook page, I just plagiarized a small parable, an anecdote, which says in Creole, If you see other cow, they lick the other cow in back. You know what I mean? Say in sweat sweet, oh. Now because they all come off with along. What does that mean? There are times Bob Marley once said in one of his songs that bend down low, let me tell you what I know. And also there's an adage that says you fight and run so that you can fight some other battles. It is difficult to negotiate, but if you like, experienced negotiators say anytime people negotiate a deal and they all leave the negotiating table very unhappy, it means a very good deal was struck because there was compromise. And we will not shy away to say there was very immense compromise between the two parties. Bearing in mind that the Marampa mine is one of the best iron ore mines in the world, and that concession with the iron ore product that is that is endowed in that particular mine, Sierra Leone prides itself of having one of the best quality iron ore deposit in the Marampa environment. And we had mined out ore sitting at the surface of Marampa. Our people were crying for jobs. I want to say the decision that was made by the government was intended to sanitize the sector, intended to maximize and optimize opportunities for the people of our country. Whatever the pain we may have borne or dreaded throughout these 2 years of, if you like, arbitration, this outcome justifies our action. This outcome gives hope to the people of this country. So in our negotiation, SL Mining required that the government of Sierra Leone, out of goodwill, should come to the table and that they will immediately bring all proceedings against the government to a halt, bearing in mind that it was SL Mining whose license was cancelled that went to the International Chamber of Commerce for arbitration. Both parties agreed, and in an MOU we agreed on several items, but most importantly is the fact that in the history of our country, Sierra Leone has never had a 10% free carried interest in any mining arrangement, especially in the iron ore subsector. This negotiation enabled the government of Sierra Leone to command a 10% free carried interest that is not dilutable. When we say not dilutable, it means no volume of new investment will be poured into this arrangement that will dilute, or in other words, miniaturize Sierra Leone's 10% free carried interest. This is a win for the people of Sierra Leone. Also, there's about 700,000 metric tons of iron ore that was mined out by SL Mining before the cancellation of their license, which means with the settlement, that ore will naturally become the property of SL Mining. But out of goodwill, the parties agreed that money, some money, in the form of compensation, should be given to the government. Calculations were made, bearing in mind that iron ore prices are, historically high today, but there are challenges associated with the exporting of minerals from Sierra Leone, more so logistical and infrastructural challenges. So a brief calculation was made, and SL Mining said, regardless whether prices fall today or they go higher than what they are right now, we'll agree on a fixed sum of money that we'll pay to the government and the people of this country. And therefore, we agreed on 20 million United States dollars. 20 million United States dollars payable in 2 installments. First installment of 10 million US dollars will be paid by October 31st this year. And the second and final tranche will be paid by the 31st of December this year. This arrangement takes into consideration taxes and royalties that could have been otherwise paid to government for the shipment of this ore. Remember that the arrangement for the export and disposal of solid minerals in Sierra Leone, as captured in the Mines and Minerals Act, requires that the companies should pay a paltry 3% royalty on their shipment. If you were to make that calculation, that will come to a very abysmal figure. There are other taxes, but overall, the 20 million United States dollars is by far grandiose than what could have been obtained from taxes and associated revenues that could have been gotten from the sale of iron ore if this was not treated out of good faith. And also, both parties agreed that because of the bile, because of the animosity, because of the difficulties, that a new company should be floated, and that new company would then accord or award Sierra Leone a 10% of undiluted free carried interest, and then Gerald Group will maintain 90% of that arrangement. Well, this is the outcome. Nobody knows what could have been the outcome of the matter, but whatever the outcome could have been, it is just expedient that we create jobs for the people of this country. It is just expedient and very much so right that Marampa, that is almost become a ghost city, is revived, is reanimated, and jobs are brought to the people. And for also the government that deserves revenue from its natural resources is able to obtain those revenues for the development of our country. Ladies and gentlemen, this MOU was signed, subjected to further discussions, because the new company will be floated, and that new company will obtain a new mineral right consistent with the requirement of the Mines and Minerals Act, which states that to obtain a large-scale mining license, a company must conduct an environmental social impact assessment. It must obtain an environmental social impact assessment certification through the processes of environmental scoping and also public disclosure to make sure that all associated risks to the project are captured and mitigation and remedies are also established to prevent environmental, health, and social disaster. That, with the mine plan and several other documents, relevant documents, as stated in the Mines and Minerals Act and other prevailing statute, will be part of the application for the new license that will be awarded to the new company, in which Sierra Leone will have a proud 10% free carried interest.
Well, of course, my people, as we all don't see the video and we don't hear him, waiting the gentleman can talk. Now, it don't happen inside we had we have a saloon, but we don't get much for seeing into this because the man will explain everything how the thing go. The only thing we get for talk now in Shembe Pierre, I think say it better than beat you, then whip you hide, and they beat you, they left you, they go and cry.
What do you mean?
Waiting that one they mean. The former regime when APC, they don't come and sign Africa Mineral, we will be understanding that's a chat for that day. They come and sign waiting, the one they send, they go sign waiting, they not send them for self. Will be struggled by the back, but same way so, since we the youth be they survive at least, because mind you, government are government, if they don't eat, they don't eat. We could be still, we go talk more like how they talk so. But if they eat, at least they left for small, who say they eat. I think it's alhamdulillah, me brother. Now it's all like this Marampa mining way they don't able release back. Of course, let's see the under me, you know, go able no. We just talk. If I can come out there tomorrow, we end up for C, we see the under. But the side what me happy is this they can create job for the youths them as youth them in the float, job no day, tip boku, other team boku, you know, in as much as they don't do the undercover signing, who don't know, I get for a victory tomorrow. But for the always show now we on face, I think say for me better, at least with the youths they can survive back small for take care of family then. Because as your government don't eat me brother. They ready them come out, they not ready not come out. Now God no more. So I don't know what you get over this one.
Myself not only 20 million way they say with the benefits for me get interest, but I think say I get a 2 line. It's just nice for we get, you know, we get all what it take for youth then they're not idle. So this na a good moves. Whatever now the agreements we then go into, now a good moves for we able for come back they operate and then work come day. Because let's say if them in pressure them then still go like when they begin at the court of arbitration, so the ICC, and then at the end of the day we pay them, then they not come back for car operate, then a loss story finally. But now we don't able for go anyhow it be one man get for mass in pride and then we move on. Yeah. So I know say the government go don't mass in pride 1-2 side, you know, just for the ends meet, you know, and youth then go at least anyhow it be, anyhow you look then try small because at least they able to get job for the youth man them we actually I call them we they you know then try now that's I will really say then try because they're able to get job for the youth man them way you know then going for take care of them family them tomorrow so now a very good thing that one day we may say they said in the big operate June yeah
that's what the minister say.
Whatever the politics inside that one day now let them try no more for now. We will study the paper later because the agreement will not see them, will not hear a government paper, a government document. Yeah.
I'm going to tell you about that Sarares who small who be it. On top, it is serious. The plaza stay under.
Okay.
Anyone I meet say cassava or soup on each you get.
The government say now win-win. We mean say now after 50-50. You lost yonder, I lost yonder. I win yonder, I win yonder. So still, logo no more. The most important thing work the can do for we people them where now they make any country because you remember the Tender Africa mineral the London mining now make that other part be the boom that loan man but then side and they all be the boom and when people then get job then they forget about politics when people then get job because now we not get job now make with the paper idle thing every day we remember waiting they pass but when job day we dey pay attention for we work and then forget about the rest. So still want for tell una thank you, at least una try. I know say some people no go allow tell you thank you, but caretaker and the team una thank you. Although the Attorney General go there, but then brief her later. Now they all go there, but then brief her.
No, not you accept they talk. You must speak this.
Then brief her later. Now they all go. It's done and lead on there together, but at the end of the day, they brief them. So I want to tell you all thank you because una take great moves. Yeah. So we move.
We fly to the IRIs, my brother.
They are not go inside the other Sonko squad now. The Red House. Because it's Alex. Now what one
You don't think that you're friend with? Because now they talk, you look direct. You know they enter for people now CNN.
CNN? Okay, no problem. If you are to go CNN first, no problem. So we move.
This is not come on, my grandpa. Not just jump to Poppy.
Okay, so from Poppy now we can drop inside the business inside.
Sonko house of the moment.
Sonko house. It pass Sonko. So anyway, let's just listen first this interview. Interestingly, whenever the Poppy can do interview, where he score big goal, hey, SLBC they put on their Facebook page, then post on and they pin a right up. Ministry of Information they put on their page and they pin a right up. State House they put on the page and they put, but this one is not too popular. I don't know what happen.
Got the part chap day.
No, I'm not green. Una not go appreciate this part for once.
The panel can talk like leader.
Okay, let's listen first. So we come back just now. Please do not pay attention to sat inside them. Like the survey that they ask about in finance minister, yeah. The survey that they ask about in former chief minister and the first lady, yeah. Please pay attention. We come back just now.
Well, it has been a very difficult experience for us too, dealing with the economy. But what we did was to make sure that the economic fundamentals are strong. We have been able to restore confidence of our international partners by making sure that we took care of the corruption, which had been endemic here too, and also stringent management of funds and revenue, and we have been able to, in a very short time, also ramp up our revenue collection. So we have a plan, and in addition to the recovery. So we want to get back on our feet economically as quickly as possible, because development is our preoccupation as a nation.
When you came to power, you promised, and one of your campaign slogans was to really try to root out corruption in Sierra Leonean government. You investigated your predecessor's administration, you made it a focus, especially early on. Fast forward 3 years, looking around you, what do you think Sierra Leoneans make of how you have handled corruption?
Corruption was endemic in this country. It was fashionable. It was a way of life. What we have done, or what I have done, is to make it very risky. It is to make it difficult and to make it not fashionable anymore. With the use of the Anti-Corruption Commission, we have been able to recover quite a lot of money from those who acquired monies illegally. When we came in, they rated us. Our control of corruption index was about 47%. Today we are in the 80s. In the past 3 years, we have made progress every year.
President Bio, though, your chief minister has been accused of corruption, and your wife, the First Lady, has also been accused of corruption, misusing public funds. How are they being held accountable?
It is easy to accuse or make allegations that any member of my family or the government is corrupt. We have a system. You have to prove that, you have to produce evidence. So without that, I can say you are corrupt, even when I cannot see. I hardly have any dealings to do with you. Whenever there is any claim of corruption, the Anti-Corruption Commission is free to go and investigate, and where there is evidence of wrongdoing, as far as monies are concerned for the state, we will take action.
So let me get this straight. If it is proven, President Bio, if it is proven, that the Chief Minister and the First Lady, your wife, have actually misused public funds, how will they be held accountable?
Well, there's a prescription for whatever happens. If that is the case, and it's proven in a court of law or by the commission, they either ask to pay for it, or there are different forms of punishment for that, and they will have to.
On top of that, you recently hired a brand new finance minister who was accused of long-standing corruption in the previous administration. What message does that send to Sierra Leoneans?
Again, you've used the word accused. And he has had to go through a very long legal process to prove that he is not guilty. So, like I said earlier, it is easier. Anybody can make such claims, outlandish claims, or that the other person is corrupt. But we are a law-abiding country, and we go through the entire length to make sure that when claims or allegations are made, we prove them in a court of law, and then we take the necessary actions.
And finally, when it comes to the importance of diversification, obviously the Sierra Leone economy has relied heavily on commodities, particularly iron ore, diamonds, which have been synonymous with conflict. All commodities are are sort of subject to change in prices and fluctuations and that sort of thing. Where are you when it comes to diversifying the economy and making sure that you have other sources of income beyond commodities?
Well, we inherited a very difficult mining sector, but we are not going to leave it like that. We have embarked on different reforms in that sector. We are in the process of sanitizing it so that it can also support our development projects and help us especially fulfill some of the pledges we made in terms of our social programs to this nation. What I have done is we are now paying great attention to agriculture, marine resources, and tourism. And we have just started making very impressive progress when the corona struck. So we are trying to revive those sectors to contribute meaningfully to raising revenue for our development programs.
Well, of course, my people, we don't hear waiting, we caretaker, we papa, we daddy, inside we had come talk na na CNN. But my people, I don't know if caretaker facing na asthma James na 98.1, the can face for talk to where he be say he just a talk waiting, he feel.
So
talk.
So for me, I for still feel safe na be asthma interview, and so asthma for be able for no say the thing where they go through na Commission of Enquiry, not to just allegation or accusation. This woman no able for do better follow up.
No, but if na asthma, maybe if able to balance.
So if asthma for be balance, then something Khadija or maybe for being pick them up.
But Shembe, this na I don't know how for even say na a big shame to we. You know, this not get for do with say the one the way they write for her because this na interview na waiting then na the pull for deliver. The caretaker honestly I don't know if na natural thing to am. This I get for talk no hard feelings, no disrespect, but we caretaker not sabi talk na media.
So me, I go say the caretaker don't improve greatly because before it came the 2018 for the 2018 election, it been kind of 2012. It not been good at all.
Okay, so you able listen how the caretaker come and defend the now finance minister, Umawena Fatima Bio, and the former chief minister. You hear everything caretaker talk?
So in the area of the finance minister, the new finance minister, now the caretaker discredits the Commission of Enquiry. All along them, we don't talk say the Commission of Enquiry not credible. Now in don't come and discredit the Commission of Enquiry. Because the caretaker no say not to just accusation they make against the finance minister. Yeah. Then it goes through the real process like any other person, then found guilty. So for the mere fact they found guilty first. Even if he appeal and then he win the case where we all know say na reg and in play inside that case day where he win back. For the mere fact they don't find guilty, enough for we don't trust them with we money business.
Okay, then all of the I go like for ask you, baby, for the people who listen now, how many you two they bang this wires and we don't tell people they say this discussion today na bang back to back. As now you uncle, you know. No hard feelings, my brother. But a caretaker will come and talk plenty talk them about fighting corruption. A caretaker will say they can tackle all the bad things that will be the where the former regime be they do. They try for can wipe them off. If that kind of caretaker, the COI don't indict somebody, they don't find them guilty. The caretaker of yourself, not to other person, it come a big forum like this one, CNN, the whole world they listen you. USA they can't face corruption. You they can't defend somebody where you own COI, where you now you set. They don't find this person guilty. You say an accusation. The whole world hear you. What do you get for say towards the kind of caretaker they are on the fighting corruption? Where it be the emphasize on.
So like I say. It don't discredit the whole system we in set up. the whole Commission of Enquiry where pull judges them from other parts na Africa for can see them. The biobelly or how you call them, yeah? It don't discredit their work. For sure say waiting and do not a good work. Waiting in one time na the good one. So for them find guilty, you know, the finance minister. Then find guilty, and then at the end of the day, we all know Fisher, who done a Fisher. We all know so Fisher they pay back to this government because them they don't find and force, them don't charge her with corruption, they find her guilty and then suspend them. And we know say na payback they pay back because this government don't bail them out back and the government don't raise them to this kind of level. So they pay back. Anything where the caretaker and the team wants, it just get for dance with them. So I look forward to the time where the judiciary will be independent because we not ever see it happen. Any government of the day, any control the judiciary, waiting there once and it happen. So, but for let the caretaker go publicly and discredit the Commission of Enquiry means say it just waste we money and now pure witch hunt and it be just one for make sure say he molest and embarrass the one the way he feel say he for embarrass and molest. Not get me wrong. I can always talk say if the last government, yeah, from the former caretaker, take down if they thief with money, please, una return with money back. Uda take like put in put. But with waiting the caretaker they talk so, when now they pick and choose. Uda them for find guilty, uda them not for find guilty. Uda them for tight, uda them not for tight. Uda them for fast track in process, uda them not for fast track in process. It means say it don't discredit the COI. Because this person, because them they don't keep, remember when they pull the chief minister, you know, then bring him JJ Safari, pull her from finance, it be supposed for them put other person there. But because he no say, then they fast track this case na court, now make it not give nobody, it just hang him, it left everybody into suspense. Not until then discharge the case today, then or yesterday, then today he appoint the same person. We be in a court for corruption business. So you see, it discredits the whole process. For me, now the caretaker, now me see inside the caretaker fire all along and not be the CD.
Well, of course, this not to again at the talk to me people. This just show to we say, waiting all people be the alleged say now he make the caretaker set the COI for me people the caretaker don't come and display them. How he display them? Like what me brother don't explain. This Minister of Finance, we all know the COI we don't get them. Now they find them guilty. Today is an accusation, not to better case, not to show the man do. In don't come and defend. Now the whole world, mind you, not to we had CB station they talk now CNN. How una when they die for support this caretaker? How una feel of this interview? And how una feel say the world they look at we own caretaker, we own president. And let me ask una this. You are help me for answer this in the comment section below. If the caretaker don't come and say an accusation against the now finance minister, what is the reason when make caretaker they run after the honest by Kuruban from a caretaker, the Samuel Kamara, and other people them say they take money? What is the reason? So we have not go say an accusation as in don't come and defend you where he keep position for when they don't indict them, find them guilty. Na COI, he come and tell we say na accusation. When he make this man deviate the opposition.
The difference between you and the caretaker, and that the caretaker they control the system, whilst you could just talk and talk for nothing. The caretaker go able to make one call and then change the whole judiciary, yeah, the system, or whatever I want to do. Whilst you could just sit there and talk here from January to December. Past normal, one day you talk meet up, then it make that kind of change. But apart from that, nothing.
Okay, the people are lying that too. Now this disgrace, caretaker can disgrace we, and now the whole world is not to. We had, of course.
No, me call on good work.
Because you as a caretaker, for can't talk that kind of talk here, now a big forum like this, now a disgrace to the country.
No, me call on good work.
Oh, we caretaker. I don't know if it is study.
Call on good work anyway. So we move.
We fly to the heights, brother.
Okay. So now let me go.
So
down.
this.
I listen.
Now he people way or waiting.
How you call him?
Me, I don't ask you as if na hippie people way.
Why? Yahudi.
Yeah, all the boy dress bad. Say that the defense for where they are close panel.
And it's like sister for the cry.
Bad one. Sound like you not happy for the market or the market don't come back. You capside.
Well, now when you watching face, now you know say the cry. Just make like you know.
Push out of them.
A power pie for
Let people see them. Let people see them. Let people see them.
What thing happen at the Soko squad?
Big question of the day.
Okay, no answer. No go quick. And listen to Peter, Alfred Peter Conte. We don't play the rest of the program, but we'll just take this short one no more where we put together for sake of who not been done listener yet. Listener will come back just now.
First thing is the Reformation movement went to McKinney, which is the last question.
Right.
Members of the Reformation movement, headed by Sheridan Kamara, Mohammed Sheridan Kamara, Esquire, we had a meeting, we had an agreement that this group is going to McKinney to listen because we filed a lawsuit on January 10th, 2019, and nothing happened. Sorry, 2020, nothing happened. So we decided to reach out to the APC to make peace. And one of the process in the peace arrangement.
When you say you decided to reach to the APC, does that mean you were not APC? Or
no,
you're not APC?
We were APC. I'm APC.
Okay.
But at that time, we reached out to the de facto executive.
Okay.
Let me put it this
Go
way.
ahead.
We reached out to the de facto executive of the APC saying, hey, we filed this lawsuit. It's been over 6 months, and you guys haven't done anything to at least bring some form of peace or discussion. Because we were expecting them to come to us. But we had to go to them and make peace officially.
Right.
So we wrote them a letter. And in that letter that we wrote them, it took another 9 weeks for them to get back to us. That's just to show how dismissive they were of what we did, you know. So what happened is, long story short, we came to this Zoom meeting and agreed that we're going to send high-powered delegates to do like a one-to-one discussion, take notes of what's going on, come back and report to the House. So the guys went there, and we were supposed to have Zoom meeting every night. And we set those Zoom meetings. They never participated in those meetings. The next thing we know, they had a memorandum of understanding signed by NRM and the APC. And then I looked at it and said, okay, we're going here. What do we have? They said, oh, they gave us everything. They gave us more than we expected. I said, no, they promise you. These are the same people. They cannot be trusted. It's just a promise. So on that premise is when I decided to say, you know what, I'm going to find another way out. And blessedly, we have one of our comrades with integrity. That's Comrade Suleimani Kamara, Bumne, who was one of the plaintiffs. So he decided to not go with the group that went. He said, I'm not going to follow this MOU. We know these people are deceptive. They cannot be trusted. So I'm standing alone. So
who are these people? You mean the executive?
The de facto executive.
Okay.
I want to make sure people know that they're not legit. They were not elected. They're not legit. So I can't call them executive.
Go ahead.
Now you say the former president, Ernest Bai Koroma, is appointing people, but doesn't the Constitution make provision for that, the APC Constitution?
Beautiful. That's a beautiful question. I mean, in fact, I want to thank you for asking that question. A lot of people say, oh, he has the right to do it. Well, the Constitution did. Indeed, the Constitution, the living document of the APC, which is the 1995 Constitution, made provision for selection. But you cannot select if you're not elected. Only elected officials can select. That's why none of them are legal. To select, you have to be elected. That's the first thing. The second thing is you only use selection if there's a situation in the country that is preventing you from going into elections. So you say, you know what?
I.e. a global pandemic like
pandemic,
COVID-19.
like, let me say yes, like, God forbid, Ebola or something, you know? Then you say, you know what? We cannot hold convention, but I know, you know, there's somebody over there who is a strong member of the APC. You can represent Kono district. You can represent this particular area. You can do that. So the Constitution made provisions, because at the time when we were writing the 1995 Constitution, Sierra Leone was in a war situation. We had rebels all the way to Songo Waterloo, right here. So we know we can't do a national election. So the provision to select was included, but it was never included to be used when the country is peaceful. It was never included to be used as the only means of appointing somebody into power in the APC.
Just few clarifications. The current executive of the APC had its tenure extended 2 times in recent times.
Yes.
First, I think it was 3 months, and now they've extended it to about 6 months. Doesn't that give the executive some form of legality? Because I think it's the highest decision-making body, or second highest decision-making body, the National Advisory Council, that extended the tenure of the current executive. Doesn't that make it legal?
Well, the National Advisory Committee is illegal in the first place. So they don't have the right to extend. That's what disqualifies the whole process. If they were elected in the convention that happened in McKinney in 2017, then there is some form of legality to extend once, not twice. You know, and it has to meet the criteria. You just can't get up and say, you know, I'm going to extend. Why are you extending? Why can't you hold a convention? So if there was something legit for them to extend, and if they were legit, yes, it's acceptable. But there was nothing legit for them to extend, and besides, they were never legit in the first place.
Well, my people, now the Mandis, we take the APC party after the NRM, we don't pull the APC party in a court, where they be supposed to do a convention, but because of them draw with the deeper, with the one they pull, today they put, you know, APC just not sound like birthday cake. Everybody can come, it cuts, it cuts. But me people, as we always they talk, we get people we can always call on this program, say, hey, Shambe Pierre, Babure, how we see APC, we they feel pain because we see say now they focus succeed we 2023, but the kind sonko with them deeper and la with them deeper, we are afraid. Well, of course, Mr. Sep, they look at them that way, they are feel say this now the wrong time away, the people are deeper, this kind childish pet with them deeper. You know, the president, the former caretaker, the people way and the chairman of the party, I feel say now them be put if they want pull them with the Secretary General, whosoever they want pull, I feel say them for get something where they can say convention. When they begin for put them people there, now convention them go and put them people there. So I feel say if they want pull them back, then for don't allow them go on convention, then do the normal process where normally they can do for pull and put. But if una did they take the party now, cause now they can't take the party now, cause now they can't their lala so between themselves. The people that wanna be say Hosanna, now they wanna they crucify so back today. When I wanna be don't say Hosanna. So really, we not see no plan of the APC for can't take power 2023. Make no joke. Now the people and they vote you in. If 10 now the people are not able to go reach the people now registration time this, when I get for sensitize people good one, go town to town, village to village and talk to people and show them, educate them how to go about the process. Una not able, una just this one flag there, this one chairman, this one this position. Then now una not able to put una house in order. Una they no pass sonko. Waiting on una plan and una preparation for 2023. So to me, I feel say those people are not yet ready to take power come 2023, my brother.
Brother, can say married really sweet. Now from the bachelor's eve.
Of course.
Fall away come for better, no the puna in foot, People, some of them don't make up their mind, say they're not ready for 2023.
because they don't get it and they get. Now we they suffer.
They want to take a mixed tradition, say 10-10. 2-2 term, all man going away. But not all the constitution says so. Notwithstanding that, I think say not all the leaders they determine who that for lead or who that for rule we in any election. Now we, the voters.
Of
So
course.
if the voters them determine, they are going to make a change. That is, if they feel say they need a change. But if they don't need a change, this government they do very good, they do very well, then we vote them in again. Interestingly, I see the government they try for waive tax on there's it on rice. Even they import rice, you know, they get tax waiver also. We don't see the on talk say this is one of the problem of the rest, the way the rest they go up right now. Because then same people are there, IMF, this, that, World Bank. The last government, then pressure the last government say, let them pull tax exemption per rest. You know? Let them make who that they count the rest, let pay. You know? Then get some kind of draw the last term and then we get issue. These governments, you know, get their way out and kick the game. When they come, they rush, they pull all them thing and they meet them, they pull all. Now they are going back to it. It's like where a dog don't pull something, they go back for go take am. You understand, eh? They don't bring them out. Then now, it don't watch. It don't see, say, don't angry. Nobody know they watch them. And they can now safu. For can take them back quick one. You know, like puss, now so puss can do. So now like this, and now they want to let people praise them because they do that now for people. For they can't do that now. Say tax exemption on rice importation. So they want now say we don't do well. We don't pull the taxation on a clap for we. Why? You meet them there, you pull them. Now you can't pull them back because you don't. I don't know what's not the problem. Most of the time, the one them waking advise the caretaker, not the advice them well. Now, like this London mining issue, sorry, this SL mining issue.
SL mining.
The one that we advise some issues how they now. Praise God, we not go to that point where we could pay for nothing. Now, this tax exemption on rice, they meet them, they advise and they pull them. Now, they don't watch, nobody need watch it, they want to put them back. And then now they want to put them back and take credit, say, we don't pull them, the rest they can't go down, we not clap for we. No, we no say been there, now we not pull them. Now the same thing why they tell the former caretaker, if now you take now for put you put back. If you know say you don't take you take now for put you put. So please, you don't pull you pull, now for put them back, we know the clap for you. In fact, not to favor you do for we. Me you know say the country Kanga caretaker, you know. The first time we begin to this program, now you mock people them. You tell them say they go on the right side, the thing don't balabala. You talk you provoke people them. You West guy talk say people and they say they go on dry. We say go on dry for we not knowing that they go on soak for them. Then they skate all. Like they put a roller blade na them foot. And so life day. All man get your own day. Politicians then today I can tell you now say the time where if you see that they pan tower for something, now they don't vision something, they don't feel say we don't miss this particular opportunity. Then we look forward now for getting same opportunity where this they enjoy it now. Politicians are very jealous, eh? But we the people, we don't understand. We say the fella them power jealous, eh? Say we only can go to that extent now. We begin do some things that to company we not supposed to do. You know, we go studio so they talk right or they discuss the issue. You go get somebody where they can attack you. Now this, you know this. So now you know that. And before I go today, one more thing. I want to tell two things. I want to tell you, say please, if you watch this program, hit for the like button. And please don't forget to super chat and super sticker. This now one way where you can able for donate to we help we let we channel grow. You know say we there also for Manjalaji. How the other word them?
Daily bread.
We there for find with daily bread. But basically sometimes they not to for tiwo what we say daily bread, not to tiwo they make so for put our belly, but rather that thing for let we improve this thing because they make sure say money where they come inside we try for utilize them. Yeah, things the way they go when they are so they're very expensive. For example, this one machine expensive, you come buy this other machine very, very expensive. You go and you watch this other machine very expensive. You look at the lighting system, look at the camera will want for change. You look at the other things, everything very expensive. You go to sound, everything. Take to the everyday thing when at the internet, of course you sabi now, you know, internet, light meal, all of them things in there. So please, if we beg for we deliberate, not to deliberate for put as the bread and butter where they be promised we, when I deliberate for let we able for keep we system them going, yeah. So please, help we let we able for get something. Do the super chat, super sticker with whatever. Then get from $1, €1, £1. Still go 500. You left to what you can give. Nothing not small, nothing not much. Like if you want to forget, for example, one black magic camera, for example, the least you can get over $1,000 so not pounds, yes, £1,000 or so. Yeah, that's the smallest camera where you can get. Yeah, and other one and this one.
Wait, Salomon is over at 12 million.
Fine. So this one self where we use so right now, where we will send a small camera and not even the up to standard, although they give you the kind imagery we manageable. But this one self is around 800. 800.
Yeah.
Yes. So you see, nothing not the way cheap. Yeah. So we want to tell you thank you for we always done the support we. If you want to do MoneyGram, Ria, transfer, Remit, whatever transfer, Western Union, the name where you can do that transfer they on na Fatmata Bangura, okay? And then where you send the thing to that name the Fatmata Bangura, then whatever the information you will send out for when our WhatsApp number when a +232 79421437, okay? And then we PayPal self they exist. Yeah, go down to the description box, or if you go now we page right up now the right hand, you see and the small one. So as you press the PayPal, and can go direct inside it, right? Plenty other ways and they for do yeah, for lay you just the help we for do the thing. And last time the thing we want to tell you now, we start with the program and we talk about this Abu issue. We've been just one for lay. We know how best you're able to catch up with fake information. We want to make you conscientize, you know, we want to make you get this consciousness, you know, this consciousness, let you know, say, things then they go out with really, really fake. So you get to know what you do. If not that, you fall victim of that one day, yeah? Now that make we put them and we make and that kind serious, we mock so much that you will come inside. But yes, we get some bright people and we pick up the thing, but other people and not pick up. And one of we deal na this particular channel, we can always tell you, say, pay attention. Listen, watch. Now make what we do first before we begin talk, we display the thing. Let we see if you can catch them up. Yeah? So now so you get for the always try for vets, watch for fake information. Sometimes this na document, you go see date. But you get other one them where na video, where you see a number, you say, what's that happen? Then they talk about time, no nothing. Then we'll come and talk about something. Like one time in the one video they go on, where we see them do one woman something and one no able talk. That thing in a Cameroon na they be happen. You know, we say inside we yard na they happen. Where it be very bad, it be create that kind of tension. So do ya, we always want for make you always the look of things them where they go on around you before ever you know say things them this in the happen inside we had or not the happen inside we had. Well, we see one or two other people and we try for attack we, you know, but we tell you thank you. It shows you pay attention, yeah. Not to for say we want for do anything around that, but rather we want for keep you on your toes for make sure say things then do go on the right way inside we had. Of course, that's sabi we not say we know the information wise we can very very careful, and if we make mistake we apologize instant. Okay, so we use this time for explain for let you know what thing we do and for let you know what thing you say for can they do, yeah. So we not do any social media training, so I will stop here that so far with regards that one day and allow me brother for let it say 1 2 words. But one more time, please don't forget with super chats and super sticker. We already make the video. We will try for being come to you in other program them for let you know how we for go about them. Okay, thank you very much. Yes.
Well, you don't talk them all, my brother. You know, say sometime where you talk, now me talk, where I talk, now you talk. Me go just like for wrap up the program, for tell with people and plenty, thank you. Of course, I can always they say without you now, we know they able move forward. And now this channel, and the side una don't take we to usai we de like today, we tell una thank you, we tell Allah thank you. You know, we always they appreciate una, we they celebrate una, we proud of una, we everything. As I always say, we now you a small one them, now una na the big one them. Waiting una want. As long as not the good way, nothing we they do. And if we do something, we na feel say, go down well with now. We always they say we sorry because you are small one and not for feel big against you big one them. So far so good. Now all the things here today we get for una, as we all know, and not forget say tomorrow na Wednesday, when are the big day where you self get opportunity for talk to we or for talk to the nation, make you point, other people then learn from you, and you self learn from other people them way. Now no less a day like the Blue Mind Day we always will bring to una every Wednesday and Sunday salon time 3 p.m. Not forget say that particular day na your day we can just day for control the system. So far so good. Naya, I go take the left una, me they talk to una, me na Bible come from the north. Just like for always say, I love una, let we stay blessed, and we be careful. Peace and love for we had.
Do ya? We work what we do, no easy, no easy. We can really tire. We can really tire. But we do because of the love we get, not because of the thing we give we. The thing they give in a motivation, but not in the first point of call. Yeah, we don't begin do this thing even before people begin suggest say, let me put this. Yeah, but now we stand in that. This is a tiring job, but we don't sign up for doing whether or not we get anything or not. Yeah, but one thing we will tell you, if you're a politician, please, no make we know say you they give me for anything. We know they take politician money because you want for seduce we. Let make this clear publicly, or make it clear publicly, okay? And we take support from we lovely viewers them, we family members them, yeah? We appreciate you now all so much, yeah? And we want for say if you're new to this channel, please consider for subscribe before you go. We get 80 likes right now, 152. We the watch, please raise them up to 100 for we before we drop the cutting down. Yeah, thank you very much. 80. Let we go, 81, let we go. And also you watch, you enjoy the program so much that you forget for like. So please, one of the first thing we do with the camera the channel, now for make sure say you hit the like button, okay? Yeah, so thank you very much. And as well, lastly, Facebook, yes. Thank you very much for share, thank you very much for the reaction, thank you very much for the comment and everything. We get plenty love for you, okay? 82, let's see now, 83, there you go. We just want for each 100 number. We are going to appreciate you so much. Sister means say Justin. Bible, hope say you know will link a loss tomorrow.
Now the opposite.
Or else.
The opposite. You know, sister, you know, say I stand firm.
Anyway, we go see you tomorrow. What do you mean opposite? No, catch up. What do you mean opposite?
No, I don't tell good. I don't talk nothing again.
And to three, I want balance.
If sister, you don't catch you, I just say opposite.
You get business. You too get Rikishi, Dabaru, Jifanji, Oju Kokoro.
I am not talk nothing. Better talk.
Anyway, family, one more time, thank you. God bless we all. We love you so much. You all we don't join me inside the program today. Until we meet again inside another lovely edition of the program Blue Mind, when at tomorrow 3 p.m. Salon time. One for say God bless you, and not forget for follow this instruction when we give you so. Yes, subscribe. You always dey watch we program them, but you not subscribe yet to the channel. All wetin you get for do, press this red subscribe button, and then you come over here and press this bell. So the bell option, press this one with all. It don't done. It no get for cost you anything. When you do this, na sign for show say you dey support we for make we do more. Thank you for we don help we for share this program. Yeah, God bless you.